Hey, great day, everybody. So in this two-part series of A Day in the Life, I will be taking you behind the scenes of what it's like to be a mom, a wife, and a CEO of my business. I will be taking you into the community tomorrow, in which I am a clinical psychologist. I work with the reentry programs. I also do quality assurance and help people build out great programs to serve community members. So let's go ahead and get into it. So right now, I'm actually in the parking lot of Target. I have two boys, both in two different school districts, 40 miles apart. One has started the first grade 2 weeks ago. The other one just started the 8th grade this week. And so I just got our 8th graders school supplies. And so to show you what we got, because theirs is pretty simple, I need to order him a backpack. He wanted these, or just like some notebooks. So we got him some paper. So we got, these were only 35 cents. So I feel like by the end of the week, I'm gonna bring him and like get some more or something. Or ask him, is this enough? But I know this ain't gonna be enough for the whole school year. But they do stuff on the internet now, so maybe so. So I got him 4 of these for 35 cents each. Got like, I'm all about the different colors. So, and I'm all about the matching too. So I think black is the only color that don't go with a folder. So I got the 5-star 2-pocket folder with the, they don't have the prongs inside. Oh, darn. Okay. 2 of them have the prongs and 1 of them does not. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back in here and exchange this. All right, so we got those. And then I also got him, man, pens are high, y'all, but got him a 60 big round stick pens. I know that the kids probably want the clickable ones, but man, like you gotta get 8 for like $10. I'm like, absolutely not. He gonna lose them no matter what. So might as well lose the top. And then got him some mechanical pencils because I know the struggle of trying to sharpen your pencil in class. And that's pretty much it. Outside of that, I got some toiletries for me and my husband. All right, so I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna exchange this one folder and then I'll get back to y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna get black because boys don't do well with white, okay? And so now these actually match the folders in the car. So let me go check out. All right, so I don't know about y'all, but I have a hard time walking past all this kid stuff, especially the baby stuff, but especially my youngest son, because they always have cute stuff when you're not ready to go shopping, and they have all of these shirts and shorts and matching sets in Target. So I'm just gonna act like I don't see it and walk right past it, just like I'm walking right past all of these pajamas that I've been looking for the last 6 months that's not super thick and it's gonna make them sweat at night. And that short sleeve, because it's still 100 degrees by our house in August, and now they have all of them. So more than likely I'm gonna come up here when he's at school on a different day and do a little shopping. See, this would be getting me right here. Look at all this stuff. Look at these clips, headbands. I just get a backpack for no reason. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so cute. Look at this. 4th of July stuff should be on sale at 0%. All right, so let's go to the exchange. All right, y'all, so back in the car, did the exchange. I'm about to order some Starbucks. I started my morning off with making my youngest son's lunch, and then got some gas, and also I started prepping for like my boot camp. So not prepping, I shouldn't say that, we've been prepping for the last few months, but I started working on updating the slides. We do the same type of private practice boot camp for therapists a few times a year. We definitely slowed it down this year with the larger boot camps, but I want to like spend more time on talking about mindset and really sharing my personal story, because I find that a lot of therapists right now, they're having, at least from the ones who've opened up, they're having a hard time trusting people on the internet right now, especially if you haven't been connected with me. And maybe people don't see like how much value I pour into the community, whether it be on my audio podcast, YouTube channel, social media, free downloads, just like all the things that I've been doing over the last like 10 to 12 years. And so I called it a matriculation process yesterday, because I figured out like maybe why we are, I'm going to say, having a hard time like getting in front of more therapists versus what we have done in the last 8 years. And as I've been talking to more and more therapists, I realized that a lot of the therapists in our active community, like that have invested in some type of coaching, mentorship, downloadable handouts, etc., they all have been with us for 2 to 5 years. So if you think about college or high school, that's a matriculation process, like they're graduating, right? And I know that even in my coaching programs, one of them or two of them, I stayed in it for 4 years and 5 years. One of them, I'm very much active, but more as an affiliate for like his product, because it's separate than mine. And I realized like, wow, like there's a whole clearly new group of therapists that I have to acclimate myself to, and they have to get used to me. So I want to spend more time letting therapists get to know the behind the scenes of not just what it takes to build a profitable system for a private practice or group practice, because the private practice bootcamp is for a solo practice, but also talking about a lot of the financial mishaps that I had. I call them learning experiences. Also, the ups, but also more downs, because a lot of times we only talk about or celebrate. I mean, I'm transparent, but a lot of people online really talk about like all the wins, and it's very rare this day and age that people actually share the struggle, even a current struggle. Now, I'm not a component of, sharing your dirty laundry, especially for your business, but I do think that if you have worked through some things, then I think it's worth sharing. So I'm gonna order, I always get confused, there's like 5,000 Starbucks by my house. So I have to remember what street I'm on. This street, okay, I think it's this one. Because sometimes I ordered from the wrong Starbucks, walked in there and was like, where's my stuff? And they like, we don't have your order. And I'm like, what? So I'm gonna order me a venti hot chocolate with soy. Because my womanly situation is here, if you get me. Now, one thing I will say, like, these are things that I be wanting to talk about, and I don't know if it's appropriate or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot the breeze with y'all. I'm 43, and I don't keep that a secret. I look good, not but, because but minimizes what you just said. And after I had I'm gonna say before I had my son, let me know if this is relatable, ladies. Before I had my son, I used to have very, very bad cramps. And like, I remember when I was in school, your girl would be like on the floor. Like, it seems like something about being on a clean bathroom floor, something about being on a cold floor versus carpet that like soothes your body, even though warm like brings the heat, like the pain down. But it's something about curling up in fetal position. And I used to do that like a lot, when I was younger. And then I had 2 surgeries. I think I'm gonna do that series over and like go a little bit slower to the series about me going through 2 surgeries to have my son and hold down a pregnancy and all the things, and having a geriatric pregnancy and second marriage. And I mean, all those things does impact you when you're running your business, right? Especially for me, I was in the beginning phase, and that wasn't ideal. That was stressful. If we would be all the way real. However, going back to the situation, after I had all those things, and maybe it was the surgeries that I'm gonna say cleaned me out, if women, you get me? Because when they do like body scans, internal and external, mostly internal ultrasounds, that's when women may find out actually they have endometriosis. And that was one of the rule outs when I got that surgery, was did I have endometriosis? And if so, or if I had a buildup of tissue that should not be there, I had to sign a waiver for them to, sounds so disgusting, like scrape it out, right? And I gave them permission to do so because the surgeon had talked about how some of that may also be blocking my ovaries from being able to like get pregnant and stuff. And so I'm like, I mean, if you already gone, like, they didn't open me up like my C-section, but they went through 2 incisions, like super, super tiny, like a dot, on both sides with a tube or whatever, with I guess a camera or something. And she got everything that was there out, but she said it wasn't a lot, and I didn't have endometriosis, thank goodness. But I know a lot of women who suffer from it, and that causes hormonal changes, weight changes, uncontrollably, no matter how much you work out and things like that. And you gotta, or you should, change your dietary, nutrition setup. It's just like a lot of things that I'm blessed and grateful that I did not have it, but it doesn't mean I didn't have other things. And so she scraped all of it out, and she had said that you may have some scar tissue like later, so we got to keep that in mind when you want to have a child, and when you want to have a child even after this child, and so I was like, all right. So after I had my son, because clearly you ain't got a period the whole time you're pregnant. And then, I mean, I didn't know, because I did my homework on C-sections, but I did not even want to have any medication during my birth. I wanted to go as natural as possible. And please note, your girl don't have a super, super high tolerance for pain. But I mean, after I had that baby, every pain that I have now, I just always remember it ain't as rough as that, as those contractions for 36 hours. It's not as rough as the aftermath of that first surgery I had, or after the C-section. Like, God was really preparing me for the post C-section, with all that other stuff that happened. And so I always compare my pain to that, like, suck it out, walk it off. And so after it went, a couple of months without me having a menstruation after I had a C-section, and then it came, that's what I meant by, like, I didn't understand that part, because I didn't do that part of research. I was just looking up, like, what does the epidural look like, because I need to prepare myself. And I did get one after 36 hours because his heart rate had dropped like twice at that point. And I'm like, he needs to come out, because I'm not dilating and all these things. I had only dilated, like, I thought I had at one point dilated like 7 centimeters, and they were like, you're gonna be there by this time, by 10 o'clock at night, like the second day, right? And I was like, I ain't here yet, at 10 o'clock at night. And they thought the epidural was gonna do it. And the other doctor came in and was like, you ain't 7, you still 5.5, 6. I said, what? And so your boy didn't want to come out, but I realized that he was stuck in the canal sideways. So hence I had to have a C-section, all those things. So moral of the story is, I recognized that after I had him, I no longer had cramps. And the only not cool part about it, even though I have my tracker and it's pretty much on point, your girl ain't looking at the tracker like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get pregnant, so I'm not, I track my stuff, but I don't be like, oh, when it's coming. Like, I ain't looking for it like how you look when you don't want to have a baby, And so I'll get a little alert from my iPhone saying, like, it's coming. And I'm like, what? And they'll be like, next week. I'm like, all right. But usually when you have cramps, that for me is like my first indicator, like, ooh, it's coming in like 2 days. So the problem is, like, you as a woman, you always have to be prepared anyway, but you got to be extrally prepared, when you ain't for real looking. And so I don't even know how this came up like in here, but that was part of like my personal supplies that I bought. I get organic, and so I find that because I have just a very sensitive body, I got allergies and still developing allergies as I get older. It's just like a whole lot of stuff that goes on with your body when you get older. And this has been happening to me since probably 25. I just develop something new every year. It just happens. And so I started using the organic, what is it called? Like the L line, the L line. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like 100% organic cotton tampons. So I use those. I also use, between the L and the honey pot, I use non-herbal, oh my gosh, like pads, things like that. So let me tell y'all a funny story. I was out of town, and I told y'all I'm sensitive, right? And so, another TMI, but I gotta put women up on game, man, if you ain't paying attention. If you just run to the store and get something, or tell your husband to go get something, oh my gosh. But I got it though, and I didn't read it. So I was out of town, and I'm like, oh my God, it came like 2 days earlier than what it was supposed to. And I had some, but I didn't have enough. So I had to like run to like a CVS or whatever, or Instacart or something. And I put it on and I sat down, and I was like, why do I feel, it wasn't like nothing like irregular, but you can feel like it was infused, ladies, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, why does this feel like eucalyptus-y, like minty? And I looked at the package, and sure enough, it said, like, it's infused with herbal mints. I'm like, oh my God. So I had to, like, take it off really quickly, just keep on whatever, I had a tampon on. And then I ran to the store again, and I looked at the package, and that's when I realized, like, oh my gosh. And I've done that twice. So do y'all know I ain't took them back to the store? I forgot what card I put them on. I forgot what store I got them at. Because somebody gonna come to my house and need one for a holiday party or something. And I'm gonna be like, hey, it's infused, but it's organic, So I'll have them stacked up, or hell, maybe I'll just take them to Disneyland or something. I don't know. Give them to them maybe I'll give them to the that's what I might do, actually, like the nursery area where moms are nursing and stuff. That might actually be a good situation, but they would have to see the packaging. That's the only thing. So TMI, but again, we just shooting a breeze, right? And we're talking about real life stuff, because this is what I've been wanting to do, y'all, for a very long time, is just talk. Because as therapists, we, if you are a provider, because I know not all therapists like are on my channel, but like if you are working with just people, or you're a teacher, you're pouring in your time to other people, you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a strategist, whatever, you're constantly just focused on like strategy. And it's just like, God, where's the human aspect, right? And I know that when my clients in the health industry would get to know a little bit about me personally, it would actually help them open up more. I mean, even as like teenagers, like me being a therapist of teenagers, them understanding that I was from Compton when I was living in the Bay Area, but they were in the hood in Richmond and Oakland, that let them and their parents even open up to me and talk more. So I want to start doing that more here, because again, a lot of people see online like, oh, she always at Disneyland, or she always traveling, or she's always doing a CEO money report. And she, I give strategy and I give mindset, but I also want to talk about like, where does all that information go in terms of my life, And so I'm about to go in here and pick up the Starbucks so I can get to my human designs appointment that starts in 28 minutes. Gotta go. Tell me, Sriracha. Hey y'all, so I'm about to get ready for a human design call. What I'll do at some point today is I'll explain to you what human design is. I am not an expert in human design, but I do know a few things that have helped me thrive in my business as well as my clients. And so I've been meeting with this coach for a total of 2 years now. So really excited to see her. I haven't seen her in like a couple of months. So we meet on Zoom. She's in another country. It's like nighttime there. So I'm just waiting for her to join the Zoom call. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, good as well. Also, how are you? How have you been? I know it's been, I think, about 2-3 months since we last spoke.
It's been a while. All right, hey y'all. So just wrapped up my human design call. I met with my coach for an hour. I'm gonna say it was like a catch-up session, along with me telling her the ebbs and flows of business, ebbs and flows of me as a person, and going through my own ebbs and flows in terms of like energy levels. Being a mom right now of 2 with, not both kids are in our home like at the same time. Honestly, when both of them are, it actually is more relaxing, probably because there's such a big age gap and they haven't seen each other, because we have a blended family. When they're around each other, they tend to keep up each other's energy. Therefore, I don't have to run around with a 6-year-old like all the time, all day. And so it does leverage me to be able to take a nap, for example, because I know they're in there playing. They go outside. The older brother can watch the little brother and things like that. So on one end, I am hyper focused on, which I share with her, like really being a mom. And I find myself in this season watching a lot of vlogs from stay-at-home moms, because for whatever reason, that's the most content that's out there from women who are moms. And what I would really love to see, I mean, it's people out there that talk about it on an audio podcast, and some videos where people are talking about being a business owner, and then they'll intermingle like I do, like things around home. But I really haven't found a lot, especially of people who look like me, of moms and that are like older, became a mom at a more seasoned age. It would be nice to like connect with any other moms who either expanded their family, like maybe there's a gap in kids, or you started your family in your 30s, in your 40s, because it looks different. And a lot of us already have an established business journey or career. And so I just feel like the conversations are different. But I find myself watching a lot of stay-at-home mom videos, and it's entertaining to me. Like, I love it. It's fun. I sometimes think about like my alter ego, like a small portion of me. I wouldn't see myself as a stay-at-home mom like for a long time, but like birthing another child, I would definitely want to take like the full like 2 to 3 months off, where my business is up and running, digital products are selling. I don't have to be online. I would have built up enough nest egg to be off for 3 months, and everything is smooth selling. Like, that's in my vision, right? And so that's what we're working toward in terms of making sure that not only is a nest egg there for a child, but also like we want to buy our next home. So I just really love YouTube because it provides different types of content for different people at different stages. But I talked to the human design person about like even how I want to show up with my YouTube presence differently, how my channel is slowly but surely making just a slight turn. It's not like I don't post my family videos on here, but it's typically around the theme of work-life integration. And I have found that I get more flustered when I'm trying to meet the needs of like what the algorithm says, because sometimes if you have certain videos that take off, the algorithm will clearly start pushing more people to your channel that want to see that content. And then the problem is if you start putting out stuff that's not aligned with that, then those people won't come anymore, or they'll subscribe and then they won't see your content. And the way that numbers work, at least the way I understand it on Instagram, some people complain about having a small audience, but sometimes having a small, highly engaged audience is better than having thousands of people with a 0.001 engaged audience, because it skews your numbers with like what it tells the platform of how you're doing, right? So I have a small channel on YouTube. Like, my subscriber count at the time of this video is less than 6,000. It's like 5.6 or something like that. I've had my YouTube channel for a long time, but it's been a lot of experimentation, primarily for business workshops, digital products, private practice. But I slowly, around 2 years ago, started to talk about more on my audio podcast. And then I brought it over to YouTube, what it's like to have like these different parts of me show up in my business. And I'm gonna do it with my hand, but like, I learned this from my mentor, but I really like it as like my theme is most people build their life around their business. So like, here's them and their life. And then here's their business, right? And I want to do the opposite. I want my business to be right here in a circle, but it got to be built around this big old life that I have, right? Meaning my schedule that I build for myself is based on the life that that I desire. And so today, what I want to do is take some time to, I've done this multiple times, but I want to do a numbers vision activity. And I want to write down, what do I want in like maybe the next 2 years versus 5, 10 years? Like, what do I want my life to look like? Like, for example, while my children are pre-adolescence, well, teenager, and then the other one is at elementary. So if I look at the next 2 to 3 years, some of the things that I want to manifest, I definitely won't share them here because I like to do the work and then come back and like share with y'all as I'm seeing things like come to pass already. Because I like things to be, more sacred between me and God and of course my family before I share it to the public, because I want to make it like also more fun to talk about like the journey, my reflections. Sometimes you're unable to articulate the reflections of what happened, what you did like, what you didn't like about the process, because you're going through it. So you might be emotional, especially if it doesn't go your way, or it did go your way and way better than you anticipated. And so I have, I've talked about some things that I want on here. It's not a secret, like pregnancy and things like that. But in terms of like the details of that and other goals that I have in my personal life and my business, I want to sit down and like script every single thing that I want out, and then associate the investment or the cost to that, the time to that, and then really put a real accurate number of how much it costs for me to have this life. And the reason why it's good to do it that way in terms of mindset is that sometimes people look at, well, how much money do I have? And then what can I do? versus what do I desire? What do I want? And then now that I have a clearer picture and I'm emotionally attached to it, now if certain things have a cost to it, how much does it cost so that I know how much to stack up? And that's what I want to do, because a lot of times we shoot a number in the thin air, like, oh, I think I need $1 million. I want $1 million profit, right? And the last time I did my numbers with like how we like to travel, how we like to take time off work, the things that we want to do for our children, the things we would like to do with our family or for our family, the things we want to do for a future version of ourselves, retirement, investment funds, material goods, all those things have a cost to it. And when I've done the numbers, it was around the number that I projected, but what would have been happening if I didn't pay attention to that number is I would have just been working, if that sounds familiar. And then you realize that you've overworked because you overshot like your energy into something that you don't even want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want above this amount of money because this amount of money will buy you all these things, plus some cushion money. And so I want to be as accurate as I can. So I'm going to sit down. I might do it right now. I'm going to sit down, pull out like my Excel sheet and like just list out first all the things that I want, all the things that I want to manifest. And then if it costs, I'm going to look at how much I think it costs, how much I know that it costs in the past, if I've had it in the past. I'm not going to, like, if it's a, like, if it's like an investment and it has like multi-layer, like, points that I need to figure out the amount, I'm not doing that. That's not my genius zone. I just usually will like overly, like I will state like an over number. So for example, if I have an event and I know that the supplies for the event are 500, I'll say 750, because I never know if I'll see something that I need to add or if something got inflated by the time that I buy it. So I'd rather have a little higher cushion budget than the exact number budget. So outside of that, I'm about to handle some more business. What I didn't tell y'all, like some of the things that are on my list for this week. So I got my youngest son's school supply, so I checked that off. I need to clean my youngest son's iPad because he has a whole lot of selfies for no reason. I need to organize his school papers, like all the school papers from last year. I didn't want to do them while he was at home because he'll see me like throwing some of them away. I need to do my money date, like look at all my finances. I typically do not do that on days that are my creative days, because looking at money takes a different level of brain energy. And you know, you just got to look at ups and downs, and sometimes the downs don't make you feel good, even though it's teachable moments. So I don't want that to be mixed in times where I'm supposed to be creative. I need to do some stuff around the money date. I did my slides for my workshop with my students yesterday. I put out a video around luxury hacks and travel this week. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess that one doesn't apply. I need to work on some content for some social media posts. I'm in the process of doing my bootcamp slides. Now, what I should have done, this is a prime example too of like how we over add stuff to our plate. What I should have done is I have like bootcamp slides, and I should have put bootcamp slides for day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. Because if I just see bootcamp slides, my brain is going to read it as I need to do all of them at once. And I know that that's not accurate, but in order to check it off my list, I need to feel like I accomplished something. So if that's a hack that you need to implement, go ahead and do that too. So I'm almost done with slide day 1. This is another like overshooting my shot, but like I need to review the launch emails. But I have a whole week to do that, so that might get pushed back. I do want to set up my printer because I want to do another vision board based on the goal list that I'm going to put down. And then I'm almost done with an ebook that is going to be offered to some therapists who may actually not be ready for full entrepreneurship, but they want to get their feet wet. So I got that coming out soon. I also repurpose a lot of my YouTube videos that are talking head videos. So like if this were like all that I was doing today, I would repurpose this. If it was like more motivation, teachable moments, some tips, and then I put it in an AI system called Opus Clips. And then I will take the best clips and upload them to like TikTok, YouTube, or YouTube Shorts or Instagram. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I have a okay day today. I'm going to say that I did most of the stuff, and then I also go to my son's back to school night. So some of the stuff may not be checked off. Most of it will. The bootcamp slides may or may not get done today, all the way, because I do have a webinar today. So I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna say busy work, but it's strategic. And then at 4 o'clock, I'm going live. And then and I'll tell y'all how it goes. And then at 5:30, we're gonna walk up the street and go to my son's back to school night. So I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hey, what's up, y'all? So good news. I finished the bootcamp slides day number 1. I also updated my team with updates related to, we do community engagement, like recap posts and emails after every bootcamp date. So I wasn't that far off from finishing. I really just needed to take off my want to do graphic design, change the colors hat. And I needed to delegate it to a team member, because I find that, and let me know if you have the same issue in the comments, I find that sometimes I get so wrapped up in the design that I need to finish the actual content of the slides. And because we're doing something that is on rinse and repeat at this point, and we're just like refreshing the information and reorganizing some things, it's not a blank slate. And it was a lot easier for me to delegate, because I used to do stuff in Google Docs, like Google Slides, and it was blank. And then I would go to Canva and say, I would find the design that I want, like at least 2 or 3 pages. And then I would say, figure something out, use these colors, use this type of design, use these pictures, because I'm very particular what pictures I want to use per theme of like a boot camp or whatever, or a promotion. But after that, they need to format like everything with like bullets or numbers or certain graphic or elements in Canva. And I had someone who did it really, really well. And that's why I'm interviewing another virtual assistant team by the end of this week, so that I can see what they have to offer. But odds are before or by the 4th quarter, by the end of this year, I'm going to have to hire someone in the marketing department, because as of right now, I am the spearhead of the marketing team. And I like to be part of it, but I don't want to be the sole responsibility party over it, if that makes sense. And so those are some of the things that I'm working on. I'm going to take a break, because it's always good to do some self-care. So I'm going to go upstairs, figure out what I want to eat for lunch. I probably will take my laptop for the second half of the day actually upstairs, so that I can just rest my wrists on my laptop thing. And I may get into the second half of the day. Well, I got the workshop at 4, so probably not. But I was going to say I probably will edit a video, but it depends. Like, I really love my son watching me edit the video, because he hears his voice on some of the home videos. And I have so many Disneyland videos to edit, like just like a day in the life of like getting out the house kind of thing. And I'm going to go ahead and post them on this channel. I was going to post them on the other channel, but y'all voted saying you want a combination of business strategy and what can your business do for your personal life. So I'm going to put them on here, but make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like these videos, and make sure you like these type of vlog videos or day in the life videos, like vlogs. Like even if I'm at Disney, because I'm a Disney lover, because it shows the platform in me that you're actually interested in the content. If not enough people view it outside my family for these type of videos, it's going to send a message that I'm not leveraging my time. And that's what I'm all about on this channel, is leveraging your time to live the life that you desire. And so I want to make sure that not only I enjoy the videos for my family, outside of like extenuating, like circumstantial videos like holidays, those are going to be recorded, right? Those are for our family and y'all can enjoy it with us. But the day in the life videos are really to show y'all how I combine all of these hats that I wear into my household as well. So let me know by subscribing, y'all. All right, I'm gonna make some lunch. That we cover like mindset. because a lot of the times when it comes down to marketing online, we're really living in our head, okay? So let me go ahead and share the screen. Let's see. First things first, stream. I wanna know what stream of income, if I told you to go all in on one stream of income for the next 90 days, okay? Let's just say for the fourth quarter, okay? What stream of income would you go all in on? It can be a new stream of income that you've been considering. It can be something that you want to double down in that you've been doing already. So for example, it can be, I want to launch an ebook. It can be, I want to relaunch a ebook. It can be, I want to start my one-on-one coaching business. I want to host my first workshop. And so I really want you to declare what that stream of income is, because it's going to be vitally important as you think about that stream when we go through this information. And if you have that stream, go ahead and drop it in the chat box so I can at least know like what streams of income I'm speaking to today, because if I know what you want to do, then I will also be able to on point tailor some of the information based on, or go deeper into like, you know, what stream of income y'all talking about. All right, so drop those in the box. Hey y'all, so the workshop went really, really well. We had a consistent like 15 to 20 people show up. There was a lot of engagement in the comment box. I'm gonna make sure to drop the link of this workshop just in case you're interested. And then just so you know, between you and I, because you are, you know, watching the vlog, if you wanna join the program and it's past the expiration date, I'm gonna give you a coupon code to keep the investment price if you want to join the marketing program. So just write down the code word ALIGN, ALIGN. And if you want to join the program, just use that coupon code. It's not a coupon code I will put in the description box. So you just have to write it down, and then you'll be able to get 50% off of whatever the price is. All right. All right, y'all, I'm about to head out to open house for my son and then wrap up the night by making some enchiladas. All right, y'all, so just finished putting the enchiladas in the oven. It's on like probably 20 minutes of sitting and melting, but I did finally open up one of my packages. We do business credit lines through like different platforms. And so because we're having a live event first in Vegas, I wanted to order some more binders. So ordered some binders, at least for this one. And then we also have to get stuff for like the home office. So got some trash bags because we do like shredding and things like that. Then I got some cleaning supplies because it's a big office downstairs. So we got to make sure everything is clean and like the bathroom and stuff like that. And then I also, I like, how can I put this? Like I like essential oils. So I got like some Myers, and I try to get like what's gonna last us 1 to 2 months so that I don't have to order all the time. So I got a batch. I got like 3 of the Myers spray. I've got some mechanical pencils. I got a new printer downstairs, so I did not put that together today, but I got 2 ink cartridges because I'm gonna print out my vision boards all bent up. I got 2 of those, and then got some more cleaning supplies. This one is a new one that I haven't tried before, but it's called Method, like the bathroom cleaner. So we have a whole, outside of a shower and tub, we have like it's a large size bathroom down there. So I like to keep it like up fresh because I'm in my home office so much, where you could imagine 3 stories. Like let's just say my son or husband up here and they're upstairs in the bathroom by the kitchen. That means I gotta go all the way upstairs, y'all, to use a bathroom. And it's 2 bathrooms upstairs. So it's a total of 4 bathrooms. And I don't know about you, that like makes me out of breath. So I went ahead and bought 2 of these so I can keep that bathroom clean. And then I just bought some other essentials. Some of the stuff was also for like cleanliness. So for the house, I got some dryer stuff. And then for dishes, because we got a whole lot of water bottles we drink throughout the day working from home. So we love these, but as you know, with sponges, you need to swap them out, honestly, almost every week, if not every other week at max, because they build up so much in these sponges. So that's my little haul. I ordered these from Quill. And my operations manager, she actually helped me a year and a half ago set up like all these trade lines to increase our credit for our business. So that's been really helpful because that's something we don't really think about when, at least as a mental health provider or working in an office. Like a lot of stuff is provided for you, but when you start working fully from home, it's like you don't realize how much household stuff you use for your business. And then I'm like, no, wait a minute. Like some of the stuff I actually need for like our bedroom and our other bathrooms. But then the office downstairs is, let's just say, with the bathroom and like a small walk-in closet where all of my supplies are. It's about 400 square feet down there. It's not small at all. And so I have to make sure that everything stays clean. So like a lot of that cleaner stuff will also clean off like all of my shelves. All of that stuff has to be up to par because a lot of it is in the background of like all my videos or my Zoom calls. So just want to make sure that we smelling fresh and looking good. I'm going to check on the enchiladas right now and then probably going to wrap up the night. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. So what I got on my list tomorrow is actually going to be an early morning. So I'm probably going to like double dip and record a chit chat with me driving down there, but I'll check in with y'all to like let y'all know how I'm doing. But I'm going to go out there early in the morning to get my hair done. I have to be there at 8, so I need to leave here no later than 6. So I really need to wake up in the morning. So I need to get all my stuff ready tonight. And I'm going to be doing a case consultation workshop on everybody that's at this nonprofit is going to bring in cases from clients that they serve. And we're going to start looking through the charts to see like what can be improved upon, what questions do people have, what things need to be expounded upon in terms of like what questions they should be asking during the intake. I do a lot of quality assurance. I love quality assurance. I love building programs. I love just building things digitally. So that's like my jam. So I'm gonna get my hair done and then I'm gonna drive out to LA to do that workshop for an hour and a half with all the staff and the case managers. And then I should be done around 12:30, get home around 2, probably do a Chick-fil-A run because my son been asking for chicken and fries from Chick-fil-A. And then once I come home, usually when I have a day like that, I don't like to do too much creative things in the evening unless I get an extra spurt of energy, only because it's like midday. I done had that 1 hour drive, maybe 1.5 hour drive. So I'm just tired. So I tend to like come home, rest, reset, eat. And then if I have another spurt of energy, I'll probably do some video editing and I'll do actually potentially boot camp day 2 and 3 because those are really rinse and repeat. It's really day 1 and day 4 that needed to be refreshed, but like talking about niche straight to the point, doing our business assessment that we've had for 4 years that's built off of our framework has not changed. I may update or refresh some of the questions, but for the most part, we leave it the same. So the middle days of the bootcamp edits are fairly okay. I just really need to have my team go through the slides and update like the branding colors and things like that and maybe pictures. But outside of that, we gravy, we ready to go. So I'm gonna wrap up tonight. Y'all have a great night and I will see y'all tomorrow for day 2. All right, so before we go to bed, we have our picture day t-shirt, which they have this in adult size. So it's super cute. We got him.
I'll show you something, guys. Guys, I want to show you something.
He has a green one too. What do you have?
A book that makes sounds.
All the trucks. Okay, say goodnight.
No.
Yes, say goodnight. No, say goodnight.
Please.
Okay, good night, y'all. Bye.
No.
Say goodnight.